Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're a brand new subscriber or a brand new viewer. My name is Kyle. Today we're going to be talking about the film Promising Young Woman. This is directed by Emerald Fennell in her directorial debut and stars Carey Mulligan as a woman who is hell-bent on trying to get back at people who have done her wrong after she has been traumatized by something from her past. This is one of those movies that got pushed back due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but was also a movie that drew a considerable amount of controversy for its subject material. Leading up all the way to the release of the film, I believe this is the movie where a male critic criticized Carey Mulligan for not being attractive enough or not being young enough for the main character, and I believe she replied to him. I believe that's what happened. This movie was just added to HBO Max last week, and I thought, you know what? I should give it a shot. I wanted to see the film and to try to formulate my own opinion on the movie. And surprisingly, there's a lot of cool things to talk about. So let's get into this. Carey Mulligan is a very talented actress. I loved her performance in the movie Shame. I also liked her in the movie Drive. I think she is a very, very capable and talented actress. And her performance here as Cassandra is a very interesting one because the biggest negative I will say about this movie immediately is that the first 20 to 25 minutes I just simply didn't like. I thought it was the kind of movie that I feared it was going to be. But then all of a sudden, a certain plot point was revealed, and that basically set the rest of the film's events in motion. And I definitely enjoyed it a lot more as it kept going on. But her performance throughout the entire movie is good. You get the sense immediately that this is a woman scarred by something very traumatic, and it takes a while to figure out what that is. But I do like the fact that she seems like a very regular person by day, and then somewhat of a crazy person at night. I think what aids this movie even more is the supporting cast. Clancy Brown is in the movie. I haven't seen Clancy Brown himself in a movie in quite a long time, so it's always great to see him in movies, but it was great to see him here. Allison Brie as a woman who's getting married to a man who, oh man, there's a lot going on there. But I definitely liked her performance in the movie. Her interactions with Mulligan was also very good. Laverne Cox is also in the movie. Oh my goodness. More scenes with her, please. She was so funny. Burnham in the movie plays a guy who knew Cassandra from back in the day. They start to have a relationship, and I think for the most part it's pretty well handled. What started off as a very general movie soon begins to descend into madness, and that is what I think really gravitated me towards really getting invested in the movie. It goes down a strange rabbit hole of some tonal inconsistencies. I do think my biggest issue with the movie, outside of the first 20 minutes just not really grabbing me, is the fact that the tone is all over the place. At one point, it's a very sappy kind of drama. At another point, it's this maniacal thriller. At another part, it's kind of a comedy because there are definitely some funny moments in the movie, but the tone sometimes is a bit uneven. And I feel like a sharper script could have fixed some of those issues. Without a doubt, Promising Young Woman is a movie where the message definitely carries the story. And it's all dependent on whether you're willing to engage with it or not, if you're willing to listen or not. This is a social commentary movie, and it definitely enforces what it's trying to say. And then there's the ending to this movie, and I can't really talk about it without giving away spoilers. I just don't think it's possible. The best way I can describe this ending is I think it is the definition of bittersweet. I think there's one aspect of the ending that definitely has this sort of fulfillment that I think a lot of audience members will want. The other part was definitely the part I loved even more because that element of the ending felt very, very realistic. For her directorial debut, Emerald Fennell has definitely made her mark. I definitely believe this is a well-edited and directed movie. The shot composition is really good. There are a couple of post-production zoom-ins that definitely wasn't zoomed in when they filmed it. That always kind of gets on my nerves, but that's more of a modern-day movie kind of issue for me. But I do think that 90% of the direction in the movie is very, very good. The cinematography in this movie is wonderful. The color palette is spectacularly bright. There's lots of emphasis on blues and reds, definitely colors that pop and definitely get the eyes engaged. And I think at the end of the day, besides Carey Mulligan's performance, the biggest praise I can give to this movie is that it does have a lingering effect. I do think audiences will be thinking about this film long after it's over. At the end of the day, I'm going to give Promising Young Woman a B. So if you guys saw the film Promising Young Woman, what did you think about it? Please let me know your comments down in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. Also, the links to my social media pages are all in the description box below. I've also set up my newly formed website and business email, so any inquiries, they are both in the description box below. Please send them my way. Thank you all so much as always for watching. Look forward to more thriller reviews soon, and in the meantime, stay tuned.